Yo, what's happening? It's me, Millie Money. I'm back. All right, man. I did my other simulations. I did the two basketball games, the playing games. Check those out. And right now, I got another simulation for y'all. It's baseball. You know, it's one of the night feature games. You got the Giants versus the Angels, so it should be a good one. Tune in. Let's check it out, y'all. All right, man. Let's make it happen.
Just about ready to roll here. Towing the slab in today's game, Jack Kachanowicz.
Well, he's not a rookie, but still very young in this game, learning his craft. I think the key is getting consistent reps and the opportunity to develop his stuff. Looking forward to watching him pitch in this one.
Here's the center fielder, Luis Matos.
Center fielder, Luis Matos.
That one finds the corner, and this one is off and running. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Willie Adames stands in. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Kachanowicz, a righty that throws with power. 24 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2019.
Runner!
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw there. Safe. No outs. Runner on second.
That's a ball.
In the dirt. Squirts away a little bit.
We got a full count.
To third. Tag. Got him.
Well, you want to see guys aggressive out there on the base paths, but you also want to see them smart as well in making their decisions. And right there, couldn't really tell how far away that ball was. So if that's the case, you got to shut it down. He gets caught stealing there, takes himself out of scoring position.
Run off, base is empty. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. And there's ball four. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. One gone, runner at first. Here's Elliot Ramos.
Let's go, Jack.
And there's a strike. Adames leads off first with one away.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Got him looking. That's a a strikeout.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Chappie steps to the dish to take his cuts. Move to first.
Safe.
Chapman gets a piece there. And he deals. And
One
that
ball,
skips into
2
third.
strikes.
Out to short. A dive. He's got it. Not in time. He's safe. First and second, 2 outs. And here's the first baseman, Casey Schmidt. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Lots of
0-1
pitches
count.
thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. In time. Nicely done. They get out of the jam. Giants leave a couple, and now the Angels will get their first opportunity in this one. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at Angel Stadium. And now here's the starter for San Francisco, Justin Verlander. And as usual with him, Singy, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So in now for the Angels, Taylor Ward. In for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Ball.
Straighten him up a
I
little
got a
bit.
ball, 1 strike.
Here's a 1-1. That's
Ball.
a little bit
Down.
low. Check swing, called strike. Line drive, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Luis Rengifo, the next to hit for the Angels. And that drops in for a strike.
Go, Luis. You got it.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Brings it in. And there's one down.
Batting third, sends it.
All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. And a key factor for this club in that leadoff spot, Taylor Ward.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Mike Trout stands in now and watches strike one. Ward at first, one gone. Inside, and it
that
hit him.
ball got him. Right there.
I think that was a slider there, but he just didn't stay on top and release it out front. Kind of popped out of his hand and just never did anything.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. Fastball for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Two on, one out. Late on that fastball.
They just
No
threw that
ball, two
fastball
strikes.
by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Teased the zone with that fastball a little bit up, fouled it off. Expect him to go a little bit higher with this next one.
Goes down looking.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
And here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. Good power, not great in the OBP department. That one's in there, 0-1. Two aboard, 2 outs. Right through there for a strike.
Just a really nice slider
is the
down
count.
and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
That one is absolutely belted. Matos going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. Second inning coming up from Anaheim. No score. New inning getting started. Here's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald.
Tyler Fitzgerald.
Kochanowicz back to work. Just missed. And the 1-0. That to right. Soler sizes this one up. Makes the grab, one down. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Mike Yastrzemski, originally drafted by the Orioles, 14th round out of Vanderbilt in 2013. The Giants got him in March of 2019. And San Francisco's really where he got a shot to play.
0-1.
No score here in the second. Strike 2. Carl Dixon doing the umpiring behind the plate.
And Boog, I'm not sure if it's because he sort of sets up higher than most, but one thing to be aware of with Dixon is the high strike. Not usually a big deal because most players are swinging at pitches up there, but we may see some surprise looks from hitters from time to time because that's just so unusual. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
The next
Nope.
pitch misses.
Outside.
And a count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Line drive. Nice grab.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Sam Huff in the box now. No balls and a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike
Ball,
zone,
that's
so
inside.
you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
2 down, nobody on. On the ground to the left. Davis with the throw to first. And that'll do it. Giants are down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the second, and now Nolan Shotwell. And there's a strike.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Base hit center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Now it's J.D. Davis. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Shotwell gets his lead at first with nobody out.
That's ball two. 2 balls, no strikes.
Fastball for a strike at 95.
Runner.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Next offering is fouled back. Next pitch misses. Counts full, 3-2. Grounder might be 2. Goes to second for 1.
He's out.
Back to first, and that is a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Kyren Paris, the next to hit for the Angels. Late on that fastball.
0-1's the count.
Two out, space is empty. Pitch misses. 1-1. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one
2-2
outside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Angels go quietly there. We'll move to the third with no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter now, Christian Koss. Swing and a foul out of play. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Luis Matos, the next to hit. First pitch, and he just misses. One down, base is empty. That one down the line, and that's a fair ball.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
And here is Willie Adames. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Check on the runner, and he's back in there.
Runner, yes,
Runner
yes.
takes off. Next offering is fouled back. To the right side. Steps on the bag for 1. And he beats it. He's safe. And up next for San Francisco, Elliot Ramos.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Safe. And it's 1-0.
Picks himself up at RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Here's Matt Chapman. Reached on an infield single his first time. Chapman started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing according to Eric Summerskill. Pickoff throw. Ramos back in on a dive. Two outs. Off the mark there. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Now one
That's
miss.
ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. And we're back. And now the shortstop, Tim Anderson.
The shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Pitch
Ball,
misses,
that's up there.
and that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
On the ground, and that's just foul. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Out towards right center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
No, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Ward batted for the second time, and that's strike one. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Slides, but it gets by him.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Luis Rengifo digs in now. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Strike on the inside corner. Tying run is at first here in the last half of the third. That's a little high, and the count is 1-1. And a foul ball. Line drive, caught.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
And now batting, Mike Trout. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Fastball for a strike. 1-1 now. In there at the knees.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. That K is his third of the game. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. On to inning number 4. It's the Giants 1 and the Angels nothing. Back in Anaheim, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Casey Schmidt. This one smacked out to left center. Lunges for it, but it drops for a hit.
Wastes no time there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
And And digging in for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald. That one fouled off.
Well, these Giants showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
0-2 with the count.
Schmidt on at first, nobody out. Collect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. 0 for 1 so far. Clips the corner. Strike 1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
In the dirt, kicks away from the catcher. And now a man into scoring position.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
This one popped up. Shadowell has a beat on it. And there's 2 down.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
So up next, Sam Huff. Grounded out his first time. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Foul ball there. That
One
misses
ball,
the zone.
2 strikes.
And a count 1-2. Runner at second, 2 down. And there's a
2-2 the
ball.
count.
Got it. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. And midway in the 4th, it's the Giants 1 and the Angels nothing. Bottom 4, and now the right fielder, Jorge Soler.
Right fielder.
Soler measures 6 feet 4 inches, 33 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Next pitch is inside. 1-2 to count. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Hoppy at the plate now. That's ball 1. And it's even up.
One ball,
Bases
one
empty,
strike.
one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
What do
Check
you got?
swing. Now we'll look down to first. And that's going to be ruled a swing. And that's in the
Two
dirt.
balls,
And
two
that's ball
strikes.
2. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And now the first baseman, Nolan Schanuel. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First
Ball one.
pitch just misses. Well struck right field. That one back. Tattooed and gone. Third home run of the season. It's 1-1.
He just sent this stadium into a frenzy. They're going nuts. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch at that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home
Nope.
run.
Ball one.
Davis, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And that is in for a strike. And the count even at 1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
That one ripped. He makes the grab, and that is that. Angels draw even on this solo homer. All even now at 1-1. It's Major League Baseball on the show. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Christian Koss. Kochanowicz back to work. That
Nope,
misses
at
the
the ball.
zone. Ball 1.
All these Giants, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside
Ball.
the zone all game, and it's led to
2-0.
some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
That's to third. Throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So the lineup flips over. Luis Matos, the next Giant to hit. Almost
Ball.
got him.
Ball 2.
All
2-0.
tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Fouled off. He was late. One down, base is empty. Just
That's ball
missed.
3.
Here's an opportunity to do some
3
damage
balls,
and
1
perhaps
strike.
unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it drops in. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Go ahead run on base. Adames now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. First pitch misses. Matos over at first with 1 away. And that one's a little bit low. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch to Adames. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, left fielder,
Elliot Ramos will hit next.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
0-1.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Throw over to first,
He's
and
safe.
he's back safely. And it's 1-1. 2 outs. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. To the right side, Rengifo fires over to first. 3rd out. 1 left for San Francisco. Score remains tied 1-1. Back here at Angel Stadium, digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Kyron Paris. And there's a strike.
You know, these Angels just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
That pitch is out.
That's outside, and the count even 1-1.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
And a swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called 3rd strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
And now it's Tim Anderson. Just missed. Next offering is fouled back.
pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Ward
Ball
stands
back
in with
outside.
2 away as he takes a ball. On the ground to the
Foul
left, and foul ball. Way
Ball.
high.
We got 2 balls,
2
1
down,
strike.
nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Too high, and now it's 3-1. Swung on, belted. That one back there, and that ball is out of here. A laser to left, and it gives them the lead in the 5th. It's 2-1.
There's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to be foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Luis
Ball
Rengifo gets a chance to hit here.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Check
Ball
swing, and that's a ball. Activity in the
2 balls,
bullpen.
no strike.
Jordan Hicks getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Rodriguez also throwing. Off the
That's
mark
ball
there.
3.
And that's ball 3. Verlander maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come
Ball
in
4,
and
that
you're
pitch
not
is
as
in.
focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Here's Trout. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And a
Off the
fastball
plate, ball
misses
1.
outside for a ball. And it's 1-0. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Two balls, 1 strike.
And it stays fair. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Bob Melvin hands the baseball over. Verlander done in this one. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. Pitching change here, Jordan Hicks.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Jorge Soler, the next to hit for the Angels. 0 for 2 in this one. Swings here and blasts one left field. And this one looks like trouble. 1 run is in. Now 2 runs scored. It's 4-1.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Here's the Angels catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
Soler at second with 2 down. Next pitch is downstairs. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Fouls one off. 2-2. And a good eye there.
That's a great take. Tried to get him to chase just outside the zone, but he wouldn't offer.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting.
First and second, 2 outs. And here's the first baseman, Nolan Schanuel. He's already homered here in this one. Ball 1, no strikes. Just missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And another ball.
Ball 3.
J.D. Davis on deck for the Angels. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. And that'll load the bases.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
So they're all loaded up. J.D. Davis, the next to hit for the Angels. Just missed. Yeah, that's fouled off. Ball to strike. The pitch. And downstairs.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
The 2-1. And that one fouled off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. But 3 score in the inning, 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now 4-1. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Movement in the bullpen, Reed Detmers, the left-hander, up and throwing. Burke warming up as well. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. That one missing inside. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Jack Kachanowicz won't go any further tonight, and he leaves with the lead after giving them some decent innings. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a moment. Now on the bump, Jose Soriano.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
So digging in, Casey Schmidt, 1 for 2. And that one is downstairs, 1-0. Here goes the runner. In the dirt. Throws it away. He's safe. Chapman into scoring position on the wild pitch. And there goes the double play possibility.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
That one
Ball
missed.
3.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald.
Tyler Fitzgerald, the next Giant to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time. Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls. In the air, left field. Ward makes the play, and there's one away.
Up next for the Giants, right fielder Mike Yastrzemski.
And up next for the Giants, Mike Yastrzemski.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
And that is downstairs. And that is ball 1. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-1. Swings and misses and one down below the zone.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
2 on, 1 out. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Next offering misses down and away. Enter remains 2-2. Ground ball to first, could be 2. On to second, they get 1. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. Angels 4, and the Giants 1. And we're back, bottom of the 6th. And now the center fielder, Kyron Paris. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Two and 0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
High in the air, out to right. Yastrzemski in position. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Here's Tim Anderson. Right through there for a strike. And now it's even up. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. So 2 down now, and here is Taylor Ward. It was a homer for him back in the 5th. Just a solo shot, but an important swing in this game.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful swing as well. Everything just came together timing-wise, and he blasted it out of here.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Next offering is outside. Slice down the right side.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly what the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
High fly ball out into left center field. Ramos tracks it down for the out.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Angels.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Reed Detmers. He last pitched 2 days ago. Now it's the Giants catcher, Sam Huff. The Giants in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Not close with that one. 1-1. Late swing fouled off. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Soler makes the grab, one away.
Up next for the Giants.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Christian Koss. Detmers, 25 years old, a former first-round pick in 2020. The shortstop takes the ball.
Ball one, no strikes.
And that
Ball
misses. And that's ball two.
2 balls, no strikes.
This one in the air right field. Soler gets under it. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, the center fielder.
And up next for San Francisco, Luis Matos. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Just off the inside edge. That one in there across the letters.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
And that's in the
2
dirt.
balls, 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Got him looking. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. Angels 4 and the Giants 1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Randy Rodriguez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Luis Rengifo getting ready to hit.
Second baseman, Luis Rengifo.
And the
Count
first
1-0.
offering is not close. That one pushed to the left and foul. A swing and a miss as he chases
1 ball,
way out of the
2
zone.
strikes.
The
That's
next
ball
offering
2.
misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Outside corner, got him looking.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Trout batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Camilo Doval up and throwing. Bases empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one is back. Gone off the rocks in center. Touch him all time. A gigantic blast. His 7th home run of the season. It's 5-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Digging in, Jorge Soler. In the air, center field. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Logan.
And now Logan O'Hoppe. Right through there for a strike.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Next offer, he's in for a strike. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back. That's long gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's their 2nd home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 6-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boo. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pad. Randy Rodriguez is done, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. So the Giants with a new pitcher on the hill, Camilo Doval. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Camilo Doval.
So 2 away with nobody on. Nolan Schanuel, the next to hit for the Angels. He's already homered in this game. Outside corner for a strike. Comes up empty.
Good late sink
No
on
ball,
that
2 strikes.
fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And ball 1. Ground ball right side, it squirts through. And that extends the inning. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Now it's J.D. Davis. 0 for 3 in this one. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Shotwell off of first with 2 away. And that drops in for a strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Inning over. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back in Anaheim. Now it's the DH, Willie Adames. Detmers back to work. And that's down and away. Action in the Angels bullpen. Yusei Kikuchi preparing to come on if needed. Number 32 getting cranked up as well. That one finds the zone, and it's a ball and a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Next one misses. 2-1. In the air out towards right center. Paris sizing this one up. And there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
Elliot Ramos, the next Giant to hit. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Next offering misses, and that's ball 1. Swing and a miss and a slider.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Paris settles underneath it, makes the grab, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Matt Chapman. Just missed. Fly ball down the line, and that will drop foul. The 1-1 is fouled off. And ring him up says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. Giants down in order. They trail it 6-1. Back here at Angel Stadium, ready for the bottom of the 8th. So in now for the Angels, Kyron Paris. There's the strike. Hit in the air, right field. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Tim Anderson.
There's Tim Anderson down. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
The 0-1. On the ground, right side.
That's foul.
But it kicks foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone now.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Ward stands in now, looks at that one inside.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Two outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
2 down, nobody on. Cut on and lifted in the air. And that's the inning. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 32.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now here is Casey Schmidt.
First baseman, Casey Schmidt.
That one off the mark, and that's ball 1. Just missed.
2 balls, no strikes.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Fouls one off. 2-2. Got him swinging.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Fitzgerald stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Yusei Kikuchi up and loosening in the pen. The Halos leading by 5 here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Out to short, and that squirts through.
Now that.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
And digging in for San Francisco, Mike Yastrzemski. That
That's
one
a ball.
misses. Ball 1. And he chases a high fastball there.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And it's fouled away. And that just misses. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Goes down swinging for the strikeout, and the runner holds.
Now that is catcher Sam Huff.
So it's their last chance in this one. And up next for the Giants, Sam Huff. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That's hard hit on the line. And that'll do it.
Well, Boog, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.
6-1 is your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Alrighty, y'all, that's game. Yeah, but hey, not too bad of a game, but mostly one-sided. But simulation, either way it goes. But yeah, tune into the game, see who actually pulls this off tonight. You know, it should be a pretty good one. It's one of tonight's featured games. It's Giants versus Angels. You know, but LA versus the Bay Area. You know how that goes. So should be a good one. So tune in, y'all, and I appreciate y'all for supporting me, watching my videos. And if you don't follow me, I appreciate it if you subscribe or follow me. YouTube, Twitch. Millie_Money. I appreciate it. And till next time, y'all. Deuces. Millie Money out. Have a great one, y'all.